Today we're going to be comparing two of my mango meads that I've made. One of them is 2.5 years old. The other is about 6 months old. Hey, this is man-made mead. For this tasting today, I wanted to compare two of my mango meads that I've made. Now I'm using, this. This is the starter for what prompted this idea. This is my original mango mead, and you can tell it's partially drank because I took it over to a friend's house and we drank it, or a lot of it at least, and so I have a little bit left. This thing is 2.5 years old. It is a mango mead that was a traditional mead that I added mango puree to, and then of course let it age, and obviously it's been aging for 2.5 years. This right here is my other mango mead, which is my first experience with the catalyst fermentation system, and it was also a mead made with mango flavoring. However, the mango flavoring was not the puree, it was from Amoretti. And so what I did with that was I put mango flavoring into the primary within that traditional mead, and that had its own effects. So what I really want to emphasize is this. These meads are different. One, because of age, 2.5 years, 6 months, or maybe a little over 6 months now. And they're different for that reason, but also by the process by which mango was added. This one was a traditional, went through fermentation, then I added mango puree to, and it was a 3-gallon batch. And I'll go ahead and put the recipes of each one of these up because that'll help too. But the 3-gallon batch, I added the mango puree, and then in the secondary, let that sit for quite a long time, and then racked it off. This right here is in the primary. I had my must and everything, and started my fermentation with the actual Amoretti flavoring. So there was fermentation on that specific flavor, which can prompt different things. They're different recipes, but they come with similar results. So I do want to emphasize, as I go through this, kind of the pros and cons of each side of using a puree, for example, or using a natural flavoring. So let me go ahead and pour some. This thing had a lot of sediment at the bottom, kind of. You can see there, because it's been in the fridge, it all dropped again. The label came off because it was like a washable label, so it definitely did not survive the being in the fridge. So this is my 2.5-year-old one. Here we go. Two very different not flavors, very different colors you can see here. This is definitely more amber, dark colored, and this thing is of course more gold, very honey color looking. So they are different colors, which is, that's natural because I use different honeys, I'm pretty sure, in each one. Now, let's get a smell of each one. I can guarantee you, this is fresh in my mind because I opened this and I drank it with some friends a couple days ago, so I'm kind of familiar with it. But I can already tell you that this thing has a fantastic honey character and honey smell to it. Like, the age has really pronounced a lot of the warmth of the honey, but also there's like this sweetness, a sweet aroma that you get. So I get that sweet aroma from this, and I also get kind of a little more floral thing coming from it. You don't get, or I don't get as much mango smell to it. I get a little bit, but it's really overpowered by that floral honey smell. On this one is brimming, whatever the word is, brimming with like so much mango smell. And I think partially because I used more mango flavoring in it to get it there. Yeah, this smells straight up like mango, almost so much that it overpowers the actual honey character. So that's kind of a con, in my opinion, of mead making. If you can't smell the honey, it's kind of straying away from mead slightly. So now I'm actually going to do this reverse because I know for a fact this one's sweeter, and I think it's going to be hard to go from here to here with sweet to not sweet. So I'm going to go from dry to sweet. So this is the drier one. This is 2.5 years. It's got some vanilla notes into it, too. Yeah, the biggest thing for me is that the honey character is really pronounced and really nice, and I like it. The mango flavor is not very strong, and I wish it was a little stronger. Not super strong, not so in your face that it's just not palpable, but I want more of a mango flavoring because it's a mango mead. That's kind of the highlight of it. And so I think part of my first issue with this thing when I made it, one, I was a young brewer and I didn't know much, but two, I only put probably a third of the mango flavoring that I needed in the actual mead. So I had 3 gallons. I used like a can of it. I think it was maybe a quarter. I don't remember I should know. I think it's in my notes somewhere. But I didn't use enough mango flavoring, mango puree. And I left it on there for a long time. So you would think that the flavoring would have imparted, but I just didn't put enough. It's got the it's redeemed by the honey character, by the almost traditional mead-esque side of it. Yeah, I just man, it's just age has helped this thing so much. If it had a little more mango flavoring, I think it'd be even better. It doesn't taste chemically. It doesn't taste like oxygenated. It tastes really nice and smooth. The heat of the alcohol is not really there. It's very, very smooth. And this thing, probably at 12 or 13%. My first few that I made, I actually didn't take gravity readings for because I wasn't very smart back then. So, unfortunately, I don't know exactly what the gravity is, or was, I should say. Still a good mead. Age will help make it even better. Now, switching to the other side. Oh, I'm sorry, before I move on. I mentioned earlier that has a sweet aroma to it. It's deceptive because that sweet aroma that you smell is actually not within the mead. It doesn't taste sweet. So I think that's the honey and the natural sweetness that honey, like the aroma of sweetness gives. So I just find that really interesting. Moving on to this one with the artificial flavoring. No, I say artificial. It's Amoretti flavoring. They use mango, like real mangoes within their natural artisan flavors, so it's not necessarily artificial. It's just not like putting an actual mango in. Much sweeter, very juice-esque. Like I would almost compare this to a like if you bought mango juice from a store. And it's good because the sweetness of it is really nice. However, it's almost a little too sweet for my taste. I didn't back sweeten this. I only used that mango flavoring for my sweetness. So that definitely changes things. Yeah, it tastes exactly like just a mango juice that you get from the store. The dangerous thing about this is it's about 10%, 9%. So it is elusive. You could drink a bunch of this and almost not realize that you're drinking an alcohol, which for some people, that's nice. And other people, that's scary. So I really like it. This is a fan favorite of my friends who I've shared my meads with because they like it for that mango flavoring, and it's very smooth. Honestly, the age has also helped it. When I first bottled it, it was very bright, very in your face, and almost it just didn't taste very natural. So now that it's had some time, I think the honey character has actually popped a little more. Yeah, the honey character is definitely there. It's just not as pronounced as the mango flavor. I think when you're making a mead, you should be striving for probably a ratio of about 65% honey, character, aroma, and everything like that in your tasting world. And then also maybe 35% of whatever other flavors you want. So mango in this case. And right now, I think I have an opposite. I have 65% mango flavoring, 35% honey. And that's not bad, but it just appeals to a different audience in a way because it's not as mead-esque as I would like. It's more cider-esque. If I had carbonated it, it would definitely have maybe appealed to that cider realm more. Both of these are really good, and I want to emphasize that the method by which you make your mead will depict how the product ends up. Whether or not you put your fruit in the primary or secondary, your ingredients in the primary or secondary, does have a big effect on that mead making process. Also using different flavors. How much of that flavor are you using? Obviously this is a science, and if you're making your meads and you're just kind of throwing things in, never writing down exactly what you're putting in there and how much, one, it's going to be hard to replicate, but two, you'll never really know exactly what to change, what you put too much of. So always write down all of your ingredients, everything you put in, even if it's, you know, a cinnamon stick. Okay, make sure you write that down somewhere, because that cinnamon stick could be that secret ingredient that really makes your mead taste best. And for me, if I was like picking between these two on an easy drinking scale, this thing wins because it's a little sweeter. It's just smoother. And if you were just wanting a casual drink, I think this would hit the spot because it just kind of hits that zone. My older one, when I'm really wanting to appreciate a mead and I'm really thinking about that honey character and like trying to sit down and say, this is what I want in a mead, this is probably closer because I have that honey character, I have this traditional-esque flavor, I have some undertones of mango and some tropical fruit in general. It's got some things that are really nice, but they appeal to different sides. So actually, funnily enough, when I took this, my friends love this mango mead. Those same friends, I took this mango mead to, and about half of them were like, yeah, I love it. And then others were like, oh, I don't know if I really like it. Because it's vastly different. Sweeter, drier, just a different kind of ballgame. So, you know, share with your friends. You will find out what works well. Obviously, your palate develops not only through your own experiences, but those are your friends. Because your friends could say some magical phrase, you go, oh, I've never tasted that, you know, apple flavor within there as well. And then you try it and you go, oh yeah, I can taste that too. So your friends have knowledge that you could use. And that kind of works. So thank you guys for watching. This has been kind of fun. I enjoy getting to do these. And I don't have many meads like this that are like an old version and a new version. I need to do more of that. The problem is this 2.5 years ago. So like if I start a Blackberry mead right now, in order for me to make another video like this, it's going to be another 2 years before I can do that, because then, you know, 2 years down the line, I'll make another Blackberry mead and compare them. So I have some repeated recipes, but not a lot. And that's just part of what I'm working on right now. But thank you guys for watching, for spending your time here. I hope you will go check out the other links down below to support the channel. The biggest and best thing you can do is just hit subscribe and hit like on this video, because that helps me know that you like the video and like the content, but also helps you see more content. And unfortunately, if you don't hit subscribe, you're probably not going to see all my stuff within your sub feed. So I would like to, you know, continue to entertain and hopefully educate you guys. But anyways, I will be back with some more content. Go check out everything I said down below. Check out some other videos, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. So with that, cheers.